Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Tina Franco and today I'm going to be doing a Christmas look, but it's not your traditional look. I'm going to be doing the Nutcracker and I want you guys to stay tuned to see all the details on the steps I'll be doing as well as products. Alright, so I prepped my face. I used foundation all over my face. I probably used 1 to 2 tones darker than my skin tone because we're going to be doing the Nutcracker lady. And you know the Nutcracker is made out of wood, so we kind of want to give that illusion or effect. And I'm going to be contouring first my face with the bronzer Butter bronzer by Physicians Formula. It looks like this. So I'm going to take it with my fluffy brush. I'm going to grab some of the product, apply it where usually the sun would not hit, where the shadow would be. You know, usually we will contour right here like a shape of a 3. We'll do that, and I'm just gonna skip all those steps for you guys because I'm pretty sure you guys know most of this. And I'm gonna take it down to my neck so it creates a little shadow and darkness, since we are going to be a wooden doll like so. And I'm gonna go in with my blending brush. You can use any blending brush you got. I'm gonna use this one that I have. And I'm going to go back with my bronzer again, and we're going to add that to our lids just to add a little bit of shadow and dimension to work with. And that's what I'm doing right now before we create more buildup and more dimension to this look. So I'm going to go back. Obviously with this fantasy look, you do want to have thick eyebrows. I created my own, and I'm going to be linking below how you can do this on your own. So now I am going to go back and I'm going to add some blush, and I'm going to use my blush brush. This is from Sephora. You can use any blush brush that you might have. This one's a little soft and fluffy, and it does grab a lot of pigment, so I'm going to use this pink one. This one's the number 38 Coral Sand Beach, and I'm trying to see the name of the brand. It's Jordana Cosmetics. You can use any bubbly hot pink or light pink to add on like so. Make sure it's pigmented enough so that you can see it. Right now on the camera it's not picking up, but towards the end I will tone down the lighting in here in my studio so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, so I did apply my base blush and it looks pretty intense, but I also went back with my BH Cosmetics Glamour blush palette. This one's pretty old, but I'm pretty sure you guys can still find this one. It's the 10 blush palette, and I went back to use this fuchsia tone. It's pretty intense, and I kind of contour a little bit on the bottom of my blush to add a more 3D dual dimension, just because we know that our faces are not flat surfaces. We do have like that 3D aspect. So now that we're done with our blush, we're gonna go in with our highlighter, and I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild Blossom Glow in 319B. I got this at Rite Aid. You could get it at Walmart or any drugstore. I got this one just because I really like the frosty pinky look. It's very pigmented. It's gonna give us that high beam on our cheeks, and we want our Nutcracker doll to have that type of happy glow all around. So I'm going to add that on the top of our cheekbones right here to kind of give us that high beam look. Look how beautiful that really highlights. We're gonna add that on the tip of our nose and right here between our brows where usually the sun would hit. And now we're gonna add it on the other side, like so, like this. And then you could add it on the tear ducts and so, but I'm gonna walk you step by step how to do the eye look of this Nutcracker doll. All right, so I'm back now to show you guys how it looks, even it out with liquid liner, and now I'm adding a crescent moon on the cheeks, like on this side, just to emphasize a smile look of this doll. So I took my flat brush, like I said, this is from Smashbox, the Smashbox. This is supposed to be an angle dual liner, and this is a flat side, and that's the one I'm using to create that crescent, like so, to kind of emphasize a little highlight. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with my NYX jumbo pencil and the flat brush. I'm brushing it like this, like so. Now we're just gonna put a little bit on top of the brows, like that, and maybe a little bit on the corner of my nose. Maybe a dot right here. Now I'm gonna start contouring the nose with this, but before we do that, I forgot we need to use lashes, and I bought this at a local store here in Mexico called Bax. You could find this online, or you could find this on any drugstore. It's called Cherry Blossom 3D Mink Aspired Lashes, and it's in 514 just because I wanted the big ones that I could find. This is how it looks like, and I'm just gonna remove it from the packaging, and I'm just gonna wiggle it back and forth like so, just so it could get that shape. Obviously you can measure your eye and cut it to your custom size, but for me, I'm gonna use all of it just because I have big eyes and I usually occupy most of the strand of this. So now I took my glue, my eyelash glue. It's the dual lash glue, the green one, which has always been my favorite and to go to eyelash glue. It's really good. It's practical when it comes like this. Also got it at Bax. Onto my eye. Let it dry. I'm going to do the other side really quick. See? Now I'm just going to add very quickly a highlighter, which is the Wet n Wild again, like I told you. The same Blossom Glow in 319B. Now I'm gonna go back with a smaller brush, and I'm taking the small end of this brush. If you have one that's like a round, dense brush, I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Add it in this corner right here, in this corner. Now I'm gonna do the contour of the nose. I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Stick in dark brown 602, and it looks like this. Working it like that. You don't have to overblend, like so. And I'm just gonna go back with my NYX Jumbo Stick again and just re-highlight wherever it came off, like that. And I'll be back. We're gonna be doing the lips, so I'm gonna show you step by step. Alright, so I want you guys to see what I did. I drew in my teeth and I haven't drawn the lips. The inside's gonna be black. Just so you take a look. I don't have enough space on this area, so I'm just trying to keep it a bit confined to my face dimensions. So do the same. If not, you can do the teeth close, like to your mouth, and that would be fine. But I kind of want the inside of the teeth, sorry, to be open and to this to be black and so on. So just wait for it. I'll be back again. Okay, so I'm going in again with flat brush, painting in my teeth. Okay, now we're going to be doing the lips, so I'm going to take a very thin brush. This is going to be interesting, but before that I'm going to use the Bisou lip liner. It's waterproof and it's in number 7. It's red. This is a Mexican brand. I'm just gonna line the bottom lip and top. Before I even fill it in with real lipstick. Like so, so I'm gonna fill it in and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I added this Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Lipstick, which I love. It's Cherry Cobbler in number 6. But on my skin, it doesn't show up as pigmented as it should, like it does on my lips. So I'm gonna go back with the Maybelline. Another favorite mine is called Amore Matte Lipstick. That's the name of the color. So I'm going to be adding it with my angle brow brush, again with Smashbox. You can use whichever you have at home. Just gonna go over this. Again, I'm going to do the bottom one. Alright, so now I'm going to go back with the white. I might add a little bit of highlight just to give the appearance of a cartoony lip. So I'm going to do that. Again, I'm going to go in with my flat brush. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing the mustache, which is going to be really cool, and I'll be right back. Again, welcome back. This is going to take forever. I know, I'm sorry, but this is going to be well worth it. So I'm going to be doing the rest of the makeup. But first of all, I'm going to be painting all this red, and I'll be showing you how to be doing these shadings. So I'm going to apply this body paint from Ben 9. It's the CR1 red. It's a cream makeup, and I'm using an art brush again. This is an art brush for oil paints. I use this for when I do paintings, but in this case I'm going to be using this for my body paint because this is what I had in the reach. And I'm back again, and I already added the Ben 9 cream makeup, sorry. I'm just gonna add a little bit more where it looks a tad lighter. And then I did mix it with a Milani liquid red lipstick to add more shading to it. And I'm gonna show you guys quickly how I achieved that. I'm still going to be adding more shading to this because I really want this to pop out before I finish this look up, the Miss Nutcracker. And then after that, I'm going to be going back, like I said, with the Milani lipstick, liquid lipstick in Amore Mate or Matte. Just going to be adding it where needs it. It could be somewhere shading over here, shading on the sides of so that's what we're trying to create now. Before I even start adding like highlights, I'm going to be adding more shading with black, and actually I'm going to be adding more red and then black. So I'm going to be adding this maroon color in certain areas like here. Add it a little bit. It's a super intense color, and then you're going to go back and blend with a more fluffier brush so that it doesn't look like we overdid it with the black. Maybe adding a little bit more on the thick brush. Like that, okay? So we're blending, making sure like so. Now we're going to be adding the highlights. So I'm going to be adding the Makeup Forever Professional Paris eyeshadow. This is very iridescent. This is Star Powder, and I'm trying to figure out the number. Oh, the name, but it doesn't have a name. It's a number, so it's 90940. It's like this. Makeup Forever, and yeah, I don't know if you could. If it's focusing on the number, but like I said, it's 90940, and it looks white, but it's iridescent red. And I'm gonna grab my fluffy brush again, like this, which is the blush brush. I'm just gonna add it onto the high points. Voila! Yes! Haha. I'm happy that I'm almost done. Okay, now this little detail that I need to do. So I'm going to go back with my concealer brush with the Ben Nye Cream Theatrical Makeup in yellow. We're all set. Now I'm going to put my wig and I'll be right back. So this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The Nutcracker lady. Thanks for watching.